Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am back with a very exciting speed build where we are going to be creating a cottage for somebody who has a bunch of cats. And this is actually a build using a little bit of custom content. I'm using one pack by SixamCC. It is a new set that just became free to download. It's called the Besties Me My Cat set, and it is so incredibly cute. There are these like wall-mounted cat trees, and there's food and cute furniture and wallpapers and so much cool stuff. And as soon as I saw this existed, I knew I wanted to build with it just because it was incredibly adorable. I don't do too many CC builds on the channel. I do a couple a year, but this automatically needed to happen. So I really hope you will enjoy this one. I will have a link in the description to where you can download this set if you'd like to play with it for yourself. And also, I wanted to mention that SixamCC, the person who created this, it was recently announced that they collaborated with The Sims 4 on the newest kit that is coming out, the Storybook Nursery Kit, and I am so excited for them. That is so cool, and I can't wait to check that out. So with that all out of the way, if you would like to download this build, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag Gryphi. That information is also in the description, as well as the download links for this CC pack. So talking a little bit about the actual builds now, I really wanted to create a cute cottage. I wasn't really sure what color I was going to go with in the end, but it does end up being pink, and I knew I wanted to include a catio. If you're not familiar with what a catio is, it is basically a fenced in or screened in patio that is for cats. So it's a way for them to interact with the outside in a safe area, and it tends to have lots of places for them to perch at high levels. And we have this new wall decoration or wall cat tree, cat railing, cat shelf piece that came with this CC pack. So I knew I wanted to place that in there, and I just wanted to use a lot of the new items. So right now I'm just trying to lay out a floor plan. I knew I wanted to use the new chairs. There's a new litter box. There's a new bed. There's so many cute items in here, but of course I combined it with things that already are in The Sims 4. I didn't do a limited pack build here either because I really wanted to make sure I was picking out items that complemented this set. So for example, the kitchen counters are from the Country Kitchen Kit, which is not one I use that often, but I really enjoy. And I used a bunch of different items. But if you would like to see some limited pack builds with CC in the future, to let me know, and what other packs I should check out, what other CC content I should check out. But no worries, I am not gonna turn into a CC channel. I only do this every once in a while. I'm gonna still stick to mostly just using pack content, and that will be that. But anyway, I am continuing on the exterior of the build right now, working on figuring out what sort of roof pattern I want to have. I also really wanted to have this chimney on the front of the build, but I decided I didn't want it to be in the center. I thought it would work a little bit better if I made it not symmetrical on the front, and that allowed me to fit windows in there better. And I didn't really do any landscaping now. I placed down a tree because I was like, what do I want to put in this area? I feel like it looks awkward. I also decided to get a larger door over here, which is from Cottage Living, and at this point I decided to paint the house pink. I don't know if I've ever built a pink house in The Sims, and I just thought it was so cute. It matched so many of the swatches of the items from this cat kit, and it just felt correct. So it's a little pink cottage. It's super cute, and I'm quite proud of this one actually. But anyway, I am figuring out some window placement now and figuring out which swatches of the windows. I really wanted to use these ones from Cottage Living with the shutters, and I tried a few different swatches of them. I ended up going with the green ones in the end, which I think looks so nice. I love the way the green and the pink look together. And then I got some flower boxes, and then we're heading inside, and this is when I discovered that there is a floor that came with this kit, or with this CC pack. I'm not sure what to call it, but it's beautiful. There's also this really funny wallpaper I'm using in the bedroom here that has like kittens all over it. It's a lot, but I had to use it in this build, of course. And then for the kitchen here, I do end up using the green swatch of these counters, and I paired it with this tile backsplash from Home Chef Hustle. I thought the yellow accent of these curtains in the kitchen was so pretty as well. And then I realized I should probably raise up that window so the sink wasn't clipping shopping with it. I also really wanted to make sure I included these bags of cat food in here. I'm pretty sure they end up going on the corner counter. And I picked out the stove and the fridge that also came with the Country Kitchen kit. I changed the swatches a few different times. One of them ends up being green and one pink, and I also changed the swatch of the tile in here to match accordingly. I think it is so cute and cozy. And then I'm just grabbing some curtains here that were perfect in this pink swatch with the gold hardware. It matched the sink and it brought in some more pink. So I was really happy with that. Here are those bags and cans of food. They were not liking the slots on the counter. I was having a lot of trouble placing them. And I also ended up adding some herbs hanging on the wall. I was imagining maybe that could be some catnip that was growing outside that is drying inside. I liked the idea of that. I feel like this sim is all about their cats. And I was imagining there was only one sim living here, but at some point in time there were two. I do have portraits of the sims that used to live here, or one of them still does. And I just came up with like a cute storyline. There was a husband and wife, and the husband really loved fishing, and so there's a fishing portrait of him and his old fishing rods and just like some memories like that. And he would catch fish to feed to the kitties, and him and his wife just like loved cats so much. Unfortunately, he was lost at sea, and it's just her now, and she is giving all of these cats all of the love. I imagine they probably have strays that come and stay in the space, and also they have their own cats. I just think it's a really fun idea. Also, there's a cardboard box. I placed down a cardboard box. That is for the kitties. That came with the CC pack, and I just thought it was so realistic to have. It's basically an Amazon box, but cats love boxes, so I really enjoyed that addition. Also, the little food bowl I put down looks like a cat, and the bowls are the eyes. I thought that was adorable. I'm also just adding a couple more decorations into the kitchen space. So we have a chalkboard. I needed to get a trash can, which is just kind of like squeezed in over there. And then on the bookcase, I thought it'd be cute if they collected these little cat statues, so I did that. And then I have overflow cat food on the bottom shelf of this bookcase, which is probably not a smart idea in real life anyway. It really depends on your cat and how food motivated they are. And I know my cat would not go well. She would rip that open and eat all of it in one sitting and be very sick. She is so food motivated. But anyway, I did put the picture of the husband up on the fireplace. You can see him there with a kitty on his shoulder. And then I was imagining the other portrait you see here is of the wife. I have some other like sea photos around the space. Those are from cats and dogs. And I just thought that they were really cute. And I had so much fun with the color scheme in here. It's a little bit outdated and older. I was imagining the sim was probably old now. And I thought this was just like a cozy space for her and her kitty cats. I have the main bedroom in this house on the bottom floor, and there's a spare bedroom upstairs as well. And then this is the downstairs bathroom. I really liked using this tile on the floor. I believe it's from the Riviera Retreat kit. I loved the pink color of it, and I paired it with the wallpaper here, which is also a tile, which I think came from Realm of Magic. I thought it was quite pretty. It's not the same tone of pink, but I still felt like it kind of worked. And then I'm just adding some basic decorations in here, even dentures on the sink. I thought that was kind of cute. And this little shampoo caddy thing has cat ears, so I had to include that in there as well. And the little bath mat with the cat ears. And then we are in the catio. I didn't add too much out here. I added a couple of toys, some string lights, which might not be the best idea because cats might play with those, but it looked cute and it's The Sims, so it should be fine. And then we're heading on into the bedroom, and you can get a better look at this wallpaper. It is so ridiculous, but it's so cute. It also has like pretty strong Lisa Frank vibes in my opinion. And speaking of which, I did a Lisa Frank build a few weeks back. It was so much fun. But also these lamps here have kitties on them. The bed has kitties. It's so cute. I really, really like this CC pack. I'm really impressed. And it would just be nice to get more things for pets in the game, but at the same time, I understand why we don't, considering in general doing DLC for DLC is a bad idea, and they already did that with my first pet stuff. It did not go over well, and I don't think most of the items were that great anyway. There are a couple of exceptions, like I love the blinds that came with that pack, but I don't think they're gonna do it again. At least I hope not. Anyway, we are upstairs now working on the second bedroom, the like spare bedroom. I tried a couple of different wallpapers in here, but I did end up going with this floral one in the end from Cottage Living, and it's just like very pink in here. Pink, yellow, and green, pretty much the color scheme of the entire house. I kept it pretty simple though. There's a wardrobe in here. There's also a desk, plus a bunch of artwork and a rug. So not too complicated of a spare bedroom, but I felt like it was still nicely decorated and had everything you would need if you have another sim that's living here, or maybe you have guests coming to stay, maybe the grandkids. Lots of options there. Moving into the next room, I decided this was going to be sort of a crafting room, a hobby room. I was thinking this sim was probably really into knitting, since we do have the knitting stuff pack. So I put a little desk in here. We also have some cross-stitch stuff, so I ended up giving the sim both the knitting bag and the cross-stitching basket that came with Cottage Living, and lots of decor in here. There's a couple of kitty things. We have the calendar. I have that piece of artwork over the desk, and the patterns and colors in here are a little overwhelming and all over the place, but it just felt very grandma to me, so I liked it. I also made sure to have a cat bed in here so that the kitties could take a nice snooze while grandma's knitting them some sweaters. I liked that idea. And then I'm just figuring out the curtains and changing a couple of swatches and adding the Jazz Cats painting before we head outside to try to finish up the exterior, because at this point I loved the inside and I came back outside and I was like, oh, it looks really bland. Why is that? Because I felt like I really liked it before I went inside. So I was like, okay, maybe landscaping is just what we need. I added lots of vines growing up the front. I added these beautiful pink flowers and lots of trees, and I really enjoyed the landscaping on this one. I wanted it to feel a little bit overgrown because it is kind of out in the woods. This is in the like wooded area of Brindleton Bay that I'm building. And funny enough, the name of this lot is named after a dog, and we're building a cat house. So I thought that was kind of funny. This is the Dachshund. What is it called? I can't read it. Dachshund's Creek. So that's kind of a fun coincidence, I suppose. But speaking of which, I'm pretty sure there's another CC pack that Sixam made that is basically the same concept, but with dogs. And maybe I will do something like that. I think it could be fun to create a house for somebody who is obsessed with their dogs, loves their dogs. And I could relate. I have a dog, I have a cat, I have 2 bunnies. I love animals in general, so that could be kind of fun to do down the line, but I could also attempt that idea without CC if you prefer. I would love to hear your input because, like I said, I don't want my channel to turn into a CC channel. I don't think it's something I want to do that often anyway, but it is fun from time to time to explore with some new items like that. I'm always excited for some new content. And actually, this upcoming week, we are getting 2 new kits in the game, which are really exciting. I had already mentioned earlier in this video the Storybook Nursery kit, which was made in collaboration with the same creator as the CC pack. And then there's also going to be an artist studio kit. They both look really cool to me. I'm excited to explore them and take a look at all of the items. I plan on doing a overview of all of the items. I can't guarantee the quality of the video as I will be filming it from a hotel room as I will be at TwitchCon when those kits release. But I still plan to post that video, and I'm really excited to check out the new items because I don't care that I'm gonna be gone. I need to see them. These kits both sound like things that are so up my alley, and I cannot wait to get my hands on them. Take a look at all of the items and do some builds with it. So make sure you keep an eye out on the channel for those. I know it's nice to see every single item and all of the swatches and all of that stuff before you decide if you want to make a purchase, because it does really add up over time. Kits are $5, and for the amount of content you're getting, that's kind of a lot. And if you get all of them, it really, really adds up. So I understand wanting to make sure you are making an informed decision on that and seeing all of the items that your $5 is going towards. And if you do decide to get any of the kits and you would like to, I do have a creator code with The Sims. If you purchase on the EA app, you can enter the code Gryphi at checkout, and it gives me a small portion of that purchase. So it's a way to support me as a creator, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just EA does not get the full amount. They kind of pay it out to the creators based on whatever creator code is used. So I'd highly suggest that you use somebody's creator code, even if it's not mine. It's just a really awesome way to support Sims creators. And with that, we are coming to the end of the video. Thank you so very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. And thank you to my YouTube members for making today's video possible. There's more information in the description if you would like to become a member for yourself. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.